You crack them at the same time. 3. Go. No. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And my name is Rachel. This is my fiance, Alex.
Isn't this because a specific event? You hit 1,000 subscribers.
Oh! So I hit 1,000 subscribers, and I figured that for my big milestone, I would do a Q&A video. So I went on...
She figured she'd punish me.
yeah. Because I feel awkward doing these kinds of videos. Anyway, I figured that I would make Alex participate so that you guys could finally hit them...
Finally hit the...
So you can finally see the man behind the camera. This is the guy. This is Alex. He's the one who sets up all the frames, the lights, taught me how to use Premiere. This is my cat Sam.
You gonna show your butt?
Look at this. Look at how ridiculous this looks. So alright. We're also drinking. We're drinking beers. This is gonna be a casual, fun sit-down video.
What's your beer called?
I have the Ivana Imperial Chocolate Stout.
I have a Simple Roots. I don't know how to say that. Tamave Pivo. Dark Pilsner.
And
local brewery, Burlington, Vermont.
Yeah, we live in Vermont, which is all about beer and moose and maple syrup.
Tappin' cat.
Anyway, I was on Twitter and I asked people to ask me questions, and I got way more than I thought I was going to. We're gonna try and answer all of them. We are gonna answer all of them, but I don't know if all of them are gonna make it into the final cut because I don't want this video to be like 50 minutes long. So we'll see. I'm gonna make Alex ask me the questions and I'm going to answer them. If you follow me on Twitter, I post lots of pictures of her. And despite the fact that we are legally about to be married, I'm not allowed to call her my cat.
You're my cat.
Here you go, Alex.
Uh-oh. I already fucked it up.
Oh, Alex.
Where did it go?
To edit draft. Because I had to save it in my drafts because I don't know my password to my email, so I couldn't get into... I couldn't get into my drive. Just saved on...
Is this from Spolly Holly?
That's from Spolly Holly.
Spolly Holly.
I love you, Holly.
What book slammed you with the biggest plot twist you ever read? In other words, which book made you go...
It's probably really...
The most.
Oh, wow. I didn't prepare answers to these questions.
Oh, wow.
I don't think that any book has slammed me with a plot twist because I think that I figure...
Because she's so smart.
I figure them out.
She sees it all coming.
No, you know what? I'm going to say Gone Baby Gone by Dennis Lehane because that book, there's a double twist in that book where you think something's happening and then something else happens, and it was just really crazy, and I recommend it. Actually, I specifically recommend it to Holly.
Gone Baby Gone?
Because Holly's on this like thriller kick right now, and I really think she should read Dennis Lehane.
Thrill Bender?
I love Holly.
Shout out Holly, shout out Spencer.
Shout out Spolly.
Spolly. You're on an island with 2 characters. One you have to hang out with, the other you have to kill for survival.
All right. So
you get to eat. You have to eat them? Or are they just trying to kill you?
Ew.
I guess that's up to you.
I don't want to kill and eat anyone.
But it's for survival.
If I had to... I'm fighting them for survival.
Let's be honest. Rachel's not making it a day. If she was by herself. Well, you got the other character. You need someone that's gonna literally take care of you.
Is the other character the person who's taking care of me? Because I would say Essen from the 5th season, because she survives for sure. That is a surviving character.
Yeah, I know who that one is. She kicks ass.
If I had to pick a character that I have to kill, I'm gonna pick...
Like Dobby? No. Could you bring yourself to do that?
Too soon.
It's gotta be someone that you could physically kill. And he's just the smallest character I could think of.
You think the only character I could kill is Dobby the elf?
Maybe if they're asleep and you could shoot them.
I'm gonna kill Alad Last's mom from Radio Silence because she's a regular person. There's no magic involved, but she deserves it.
Should I be trying to answer these questions too?
No, there's a whole section for you.
I got my own section.
Yeah, at the end.
Wow.
We're gonna kill it off with questions
All right,
for you.
next one's from Jess. There's 4 bullet points from
Oh
Jess.
yeah, Jess asked me like hard questions. So.
Okay. Build your fictional family.
Yes.
Which characters do you want as your mom, your dad, your older/younger siblings? Don't forget to throw in a weird uncle or a vodka aunt for fun.
I'm gonna just go on this Wheel of Time kick, and I'm gonna say Moraine is my mom, and my older sister is Nynaeve, and my brother is Matt, and then that's it. So basically, just everyone from the Wheel of Time is my family.
What book haunts you to this day? Like I preemptively stopped myself because I was about to say like Whoop the Hound.
Whoop
Hound. I don't know.
That's so funny because Jess is my friend and her channel's name is Verity Books, but I can never say my friend Jess from Verity Books. It f***s me up every time. Oh, I can't curse.
You just did it.
I can't curse either.
Why can't you curse?
My Jess,
Hey.
my friend Jess from Verity Books.
Yeah, what book haunts?
Ooh, good. I'm gonna say The Road by Cormac McCarthy.
I actually saw that movie,
That book.
and the movie is alright. One day, it's like it is alright.
It's alright.
It's got what's his name? Aragon plays the main character.
How many stars would you give it?
I guess like a 3.
It's alright.
Yeah.
I want to put that on the DVD case.
It's alright.
It's alright.
It's gonna make you sad. That's like, yeah, it's just sad.
Yeah, so back to the question at hand. Like, that book was... Oh my god, don't read that book unless you're in the perfect headspace.
I don't, sitting with something for that long seems insane.
Well, it's a really short book. It's only like 200
yeah, but
pages.
still, like,
Oh my
the
god,
book,
yeah.
like, the movie is like...
You know what's fudged up is I think my dad gave me that book. What's wrong with you, Dad?
Last one from Jess. If you could... The way, it's like off camera, I think, but you were holding it so
Yeah,
weirdly.
People need to see that I'm wearing an Attack on Titan shirt.
Oh. If you could redo one of your videos, which one would it be?
Any book prior to my Booktube newbie tag is absolute trash to me. I hate it. I don't even like looking at those old videos. Actually, I think...
But what would you do differently?
I think that of all of them, in a serious answer, would be my Midnight Sun review video, just because I feel more confident with doing review videos now, and I think I could edit it better, because...
Yeah, it was long, wasn't it?
It was long. It
probably-
was like
it was
30
probably
minutes.
way too long.
Yeah, it was like 30 minutes, and I just think that I could have done it a little bit more justice in articulating what I meant about the problems within that book. So, and that video has like more views than it should have. It has like 400 or something.
From Clara. If you
I
had
love
to
her.
pick a book character who you think is more similar to you, what size... Oh, wait. Similar to you, what size shoe would they wear? Is that
JK.
JK, but how do you think you would do as a character in a fantasy book? Can I answer that question before you go off on your fantasy of how you would be?
So nervous. Okay.
I mean, you would just be like, you would be a rescue. Like, you would be like
I would be the damsel in
hopeless.
distress.
Yeah. Goblins and like magic being thrown around.
Don't you think that?
You'd be
Don't you
terrified.
think that maybe using my big brains, my big reader brains, that I could be like a scholar or something?
It could be cool if you were thrown, like,
If I was a wizard.
or if you were thrown in like a book, like a fantasy world with all the fantasy knowledge that you have,
Yeah.
and then it could be like,
Like the never-ending story,
yeah,
but
something
for
like
adults.
that.
What would you be in a fantasy novel, do you think?
I'd probably just be, I think I would end up being a character that's like a lovable oaf
Yeah.
that ends up a martyr.
That's so dark.
I would be someone that the audience clings on to,
Oh.
like a Chewbacca,
You're being written by Pierce Brown.
and then I have to like save the party.
Anyway.
That's a trope, right?
So, what character do I think has the same shoe size as me? For sure. I'm just kidding. Let's go on.
You didn't answer it.
What character do I think has the same shoe size as me?
No, you didn't say what you think you would be in a fantasy book.
Oh, I agree. I think I'd be a damsel in distress.
Great.
I don't even think that I would be like a high priority damsel in distress. Like I don't think that I would be like we have to save her to save the king. Like I think that I'd be like a side quest. And they'd be like, oh my god, this girl.
You just so happen to be there, so it's like we might as well save her.
Yeah, like Randall Thor is like, I gotta save this farm girl, and I'm like, Rand.
And then you're just out of the book. There's.
Remember? No, you don't remember. When I found CL's name in a book, and then his inn caught on fire.
Okay. Shout out CL.
Shout out CL.
From Victoria, 3 questions here.
Oh, I love her.
Are you a salsa or a guac person?
Guac all the way, especially when Alex makes the guac.
Salsa, guac, or queso?
If it's store-bought, I'm gonna go with guac. But if it's homemade, I'm gonna go with your queso.
What if it's my homemade guac versus my homemade queso?
The homemade queso is slamming. And you're more likely to make the guac again than the queso, because the guac doesn't take as much time.
One thing you've learned while on Booktube. That's a lot of things.
That's a lot of things. I am way lazier than I originally thought I was. I'm very lazy.
I think you should be a little bit more positive and say that you've taken on to editing.
Ooh, I love editing.
Like, very much.
Yeah, like, he knows, but one of my dreams is just to be a YouTube editor now. That's all I want to do. Shout out 2022, if anybody needs their Booktube videos edited, I will be charging.
Do you have a favorite video you've made?
Yeah, I am really proud of my radio silence vlog. It's the only vlog I've ever done, and I really want to do more vlogs, but they're kind of hard to do. But I'm really... Because I don't know how to use the camera.
You did most of that with the iPhone.
I did, and it turned out okay, but...
Yeah, the iPhone looks great.
Yeah, but I'm proud of that one because I taught myself how to do some effects, like the typewriter effects, and I have a really cool, like, aesthetic anime scene in it. I don't know, it's really cool looking if you want to go check it out, but that's the one that I think I'm the proudest of because I think I worked the hardest on that one. My second proudest video would be my Eye of the World review. Not because I necessarily think it's the best, but because I filmed it, hated it, walked over to him and was like, it was awful. And he was like, go do it again. And I did it again. And it turned out fine. Like perseverance. Yeah, like I cannot stress enough how I don't know how to function without Alex.
I'm constantly like, did you script the video?
Did you script? Are you prepared? He really is.
This one's from Rid. It's Rid, am I right?
Yeah. Oh.
Just
so you know, out of everyone on the internet, of my friends, I think that she's the only one you really
because you did a live show with her. So
that's true.
It's a little bit easier to remember. And I also saw the rat video, which made me laugh because you liked it on Twitter, and I saw the clip and it cracked me up.
An answer to that, even though in terms of
So what's your most anticipated book on your TBR? What's a book from your childhood that you still love?
I'm gonna go with the book from my childhood first because I just know that off the top of my head, but I know that I still love Big Friendly Giants, the BFG.
Oh yeah.
Even though
I like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory better.
Whatever. I mean, I just know if I read that again, I would be flooded with good nostalgia. Like when you read Harry Potter again, it's like, ugh. And then I distinctly remember reading that on the farm, reading it in between.
Did you guys know she lived on a farm? Did you ever talk about it?
Not in my videos.
She talks about it all the time.
I did live on a farm, and I read Big Friendly Giant on a farm. I don't know. I remember my dad talking to me between
BFG hit different on a farm.
Sorry to all of you not raised on farms. It was a different time. Reading Big Friendly Giant on the farm in between your dad feeding cattle.
This one is from Rachel, not spelt the same way.
Oh, let me in the library. What up, not me, Rachel?
What if you put your own question in there? Like a weirdo.
I replied to my own tweet.
Yeah.
How did you get so beautiful? Why is your skin so clear?
What books have you read that you absolutely loved but will never read again? Erase one vampire from all of fiction.
What's that?
So you're like, oh, I put bullet points, and then I think you gave up on some of them.
Oh no, you're right. I got really lazy and I was gonna go and I was
But then there's still bullet points like after some of these.
I don't...
Is that The Road again?
Yeah, The Road was... I think I gave it like a 5-star, but my god. I think that I will go with House of Leaves. Although I do want to reread that book again, it is such a commitment and a chore that I genuinely don't know when I'll ever get to it. So that one counts. Because I don't know. It could be never. But I want to. But it could be never.
Author you love but you don't want to meet. Stephen King.
Yeah, it was Stephen King. I don't think I...
What a drip, right?
Yeah. What a drip. Who says that?
Because his nose from the cocaine.
Alex.
What?
I was gonna say because he's like old.
Yeah.
Like,
are you a woman speaking to me?
Ew, first of all. Women don't speak. I'm just kidding, Stephen King, if you're watching this, which of course you are.
Of course. Character you relate to on a spiritual level.
Oh, I'm gonna say the main character from Bunny, whose name is escaping me, which makes it sound like, you know, like she's not like a fave character or something.
That's actually perfect.
I'm forgetful. I'm so forgetful. That book is so deeply meaningful to me that it's disturbing. I love that book and I love the main character. Her like sense of like otherness and her like loneliness and like how like fudged up in the head she is. Oh god. So
fudged up in the head.
So fudged up in the head.
I
wish I had fudge.
I like this. You wrote from Skelly, and it says in parentheses, "Hi Skelly, love you." That was my line.
You read that. You say it. You say it out loud.
Hi Skelly, love you. All right. How can you ease the anxiety of starting to read again after taking time away from it?
Okay. Yeah. That's a good question. I would say rereading, just because I just really advocate for rereading. If you own a book, you should reread it. It's not just for decoration, but I think that rereading really helps you get back into reading again.
That makes a lot of sense.
Because it's something that you already know. You already know that you like.
Yeah, like
and
your favorite book you've ever read.
Yeah.
Read it again.
Like, just going back to something that you know you enjoy. It's kind of like playing your favorite video game or a comfort movie, stuff like that. And then what helped me to get out of a reading slump is like switching genre. Like if you're heavily stuck in one genre, like you're stereotypically a romance reader, try like a lit fic. Or if you're like stereotypically a thriller reader, try like a fantasy. Anyway, if you don't end up liking that book that you read, it could still like make you feel like reading other stuff more. So
how would you present your favorite books for someone who wants to start reading with so much out there? Much books, very panning.
Much books, very panning. I just think everyone should read Gideon the Ninth. And the reason that they should read it is because Tamsin Muir, the author herself, said that Gideon, the main character, has perfect biceps. And I think that that's... that in and of itself. Gideon is a lesbian cavalier for a lesbian necromancer. And I gotta say, why aren't you reading Gideon the Ninth yet?
Do you like plot-driven stories or character-driven?
I think it depends. I want to say more often than not, I'm a plot-driven reader. Like I care about what's happening. Like with Addie LaRue, for example, like literally nothing happens in that book. Like dog water. Is that the term?
Literally free.
Literally free. Your dog water.
No PR.
But I do like character-driven novels too. Like I like character exploration. Beer number 2. Like Radio Silence is pretty much only about characters. So it's hard to say. I like both, I guess. Primarily plot-driven, but I will read a good character exploration novel if I like the characters. If I don't like the characters, then what am I here for?
From Jesse, what's your shoe size?
9.
Nailed it. Also from Jesse, what's a book you wish you could read and experience for the first time?
Red Rising, probably. Even you know Red Rising.
Oh, even
right?
I know.
Even
Red
you
Rising.
know. Because Internet Common Etiquette was reading it, and even you were like, that's your book. Whatever. So I think everyone knows how much I love Red Rising. It's so special and important
Shout
to
out
me.
Internet Comment Etiquette.
He definitely watches my videos.
Definitely.
I know that Internet Comment Etiquette watches my
Salvia
videos.
Eric, yeah.
It's crazy. Big money Salvia.
Does booktubing cut into your reading time, or does it encourage you to read more?
Cuts into my reading time. I think that every booktuber can agree with that because you have to script, film, edit, make a thumbnail, upload, promote it. It's just a lot. And also, sometimes booktube makes you not want to read. Sometimes you're just like not reading for fun, you're reading for content, and then it's not fun anymore. I mean, I still love doing it, obviously. I have a channel. I'm so grateful for all 1,000 of the people that are subscribed to me, but...
You also read like 120 books last year.
112, but thank you.
112. That's like burnout exists. Like you can't say that like,
yeah,
you know, you get it stuck in doing one thing, you're gonna get kind of sick of it.
Yeah, I only read like 3 books in February, but I'm not like mad about it, so...
Where did your love of reading come from?
Quick answers. My dad.
I was gonna step on you, but you came out so quick with it.
I'm so sorry. Were you gonna say my dad too?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was my dad, for sure. My dad was such a huge reader and a writer.
Oh yeah, your dad's awesome.
True. Shout out, Dad. Love you.
Hey, Yasmin asks, if you had
Oh my God, I love Yasmin.
you had to force everyone to read one book, what would it be?
Red Rising. I'm gonna go with the 5th season again. I know I've mentioned it numerous times. Sorry guys, I have a very bad memory, so the only books that retain in my brain are the last 5 books that I've read. But the 5th season I think is just so good. It's so good. It has so many layers. It's so complex. It's complicated and like deep meaning, and the writing is fantastic.
Yasmin also asks, were you born a bad bitch or did it just happen? Neither.
What? I think I grew into it.
Fictional crushes from Yasmin.
Randall Thor, for sure, 100%. What's up? Victra from Red Rising, absolutely. Love her, would lay down underneath the tank for her. Kelsier. What? Who?
You gotta name every single one.
Well, there's a couple.
And she said, oh wait, what's your shoe size?
Size 9.
How would you fare in Hunger Games?
He can't even ask it. He can't even ask it.
How would you fare in Hunger Games / Battle Royale situation?
I mentioned in a previous video that Alex has to arrange our groceries so that I'm carrying the lightest bags.
She's like the weakest person I've ever met, like physically.
So, I'm so sorry, Cheyenne. I cannot answer that question.
I don't even think you would make it into the arena. I think you would like dip out. Like you would freak the fuck out. And then you would like, in the Hunger Games.
I would dissent.
What's that?
When you leave without being allowed to.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Well, it is in the army, so I don't know.
I just imagine you try to escape and then like one of like the guards would like shoot you or something.
It's a really good question because she also asks like what characters would I like, and then like tools.
But I could also see
You're like hiding or something. I'm
yeah,
really good at hiding.
You would just be cowering like under a rock somewhere, and then
They just would never find
you
me.
and the last person, and they would just like,
They would die of dysentery.
no. They would,
I would eat fruit so I wouldn't die.
You go. Claire asks, if you had to switch places with any character, who would it be?
I don't read happy books. I don't read any happy books. I'm gonna flip this question on its head. I would honestly put myself in Harry Potter shoes, but I would do it differently. Like no flex, but I'm better.
Yeah, you would just be more interesting.
Way more handsome.
Like 7-fold.
I would treat Cho Chang way better. Like it would just be different.
I hate Harry Potter.
And I just know for sure that if I was the chosen one and I was Harry Potter,
I gotta say it on here because people.
There's a question already, actually, that I'm
for
gonna ask
me.
you. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
He hates Harry Potter.
Hate him.
Katie.
Fictional MILF.
Who's your Katie asks, who's your fictional MILF? Who's your favorite fictional MILF? That's the funniest question I've ever been asked.
I'm gonna say Dexter's mom.
Dexter's mom? That's not. Oh well, I guess she didn't say book. She just said fiction. She just said fictional.
David Wilkes asks, what has been the most rewarding aspect of creating a Booktube channel?
Making friends is all about the friendship that we made along the way.
God, I love you, Spencer. He just said, do you read book?
I know. Spencer asked me, do you read book?
No. She doesn't actually read. She just looks at the pages.
I just look at them.
And then she spark notes everything for the reviews. Pretty dumb, actually. It's
Can you imagine?
Probably more time consuming.
Can you imagine the outrage that would happen? Do you think that like
the outrage?
The outrage.
It would be like
if you found out your
our
favorite
apartment
books.
would be like Frankenstein. It would be like they're coming with a pitchfork.
Not for me. I mean, like
you don't read book.
Your favorite booktuber. If you found out that they didn't read at all, they just spark notes to everything.
Britt, how long have you been bullet journaling?
Oh, wow. When did we get together? 18?
18.
So 2017.
Yeah, we started like talking. We were basically exclusive by like December of 2017.
Because I started bullet journaling.
Bullet journaling.
I started bullet journaling. I started bullet journaling directly before meeting Alex. I mean, like I was into it before then, but that's when I really started doing it.
I'm gonna skip to one from Chase.
I love Chase.
So Chase said, Rachel, we saw in your Booktube newbie tag, I think how you struggle with cooking, what is the best thing you can cook? Like you have to cook and this is the one thing where you like, I got this.
Do you want to answer that?
Yeah. I taught her how to make very simple pasta with meat sauce that my mom made for me as a child when I was a really picky eater. And then I've just made it because it's super easy. And I can tell everyone the recipe right now. It's super simple. Ground beef and allspice, Italian seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder. Get the sauce. You get the meat brown. Put the spice in.
All right, we're just gonna go on to the next question. Honestly,
We're honestly.
I can't cook.
At the moment.
Okay.
That's scary.
Next question.
I do all the cooking. Spencer.
I love you, Spencer.
What is your favorite type of coffee?
Iced coffee with French vanilla creamer. Put a lot of creamer in my coffee.
You also said, what's your shoe size, by the way?
What's my shoe size? Size 9.
What superpower would you have and why?
Invisibility, so I can steal.
Okay.
So I can steal a lot. So I can steal anything I want.
Steal.
So I can steal whatever I want.
I think invisibility would be not the best for stealing.
You could be invisible.
Yeah, but would everything you touch go invisible, or would it just be floating around?
No, I'd be invisible too.
Or would it be easier to teleport?
No, I want to be invisible.
I'd rather be able to teleport like Nightcrawler. Because then you could just teleport into a bank vault, grab some bars,
I don't want
and teleport
money.
out.
I want books. Laser eyes.
Laser eyes.
For fun. I love.
Aleko is dope.
Yeah.
Is that Greek for?
That's a cool name, right? I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. I love him. He's one of my favorite people in the world.
Aleko, that's a sick name. Aleko, what is your favorite character whose name starts with M?
My favorite character whose name starts with M. I'm gonna be honest with you, Alex. I don't know.
You can't think of one.
Are you kidding me?
I can't think of one.
Me neither.
That's so hard to just like be like zero in and be like, oh.
I mean, there is like literally Naruto's dad, whose name
All I'm
is like
thinking
Minato.
of is Mansfield, and that's just the name of a mountain in Vermont.
What's your favorite Hitachi fanfiction?
I don't. What does that even mean?
It's a Naruto thing.
Ugh.
I love you, Chris. I love you, Hitachi.
This is a question I'm going to answer for you. Steph asks, would you swim in a pool of nacho cheese or melted chocolate, and why? Chocolate, hands down.
I think about chocolate.
She's so obsessed with chocolate.
You know that TikTok that's like, so I'm on my second 10% beard, just so you guys know. But it's like, want chocolate?
Oh, yeah.
I want chocolate.
What do you want? Hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate.
Oh, that's too bad. Yeah.
Yeah. That's me like every day to Alex. Every day I
So
look at
true.
him. Every single day I look at him. I'm like, I want chocolate.
What's your shoe size again?
Size 9. What is it? What's the question?
I'm getting a little drunk too because Jake asked a question, but
I
here's
love
how
Jake.
this is how I read it.
He's the funniest person on the internet.
Well, then he'll love this because as I was reading it, I thought it said, "What are some of your favorite non-booby tube channels?"
I'm your biggest
Do you
fan.
Do you honestly watch any YouTube that's
Yes,
not Booktube?
I do. And you should know this.
That's not journal.
So if I'm not watching journaling content and I'm not watching
it's
Booktube
gossip
content,
shit.
I watch a lot of gossip shit. I watch a lot of gossip shit.
She was so ashamed to admit that to me, around in the first year of us dating.
I watch a lot of T-Spill. I love, and also lately I've been watching a lot of true crime documentaries on YouTube. Anyway, so Booktube, non-Booktube related
Booby tube.
non-Booktube related YouTube content that I watch. I watch a lot of journaling content. I watch a lot of true crime documentary content. I watch a lot of drama content.
Jake also said, in all caps, "Is reality just a simulation? Am I really alive?" No. Casey.
I love Casey.
Love you, Casey. When did you identify as Inuyasha? Crazy how easy it
I'm
is.
hungry. What should we eat after this?
That's not a question on this iPhone right now. This one's we're finally
Now
at
we're
my
at
questions.
Alex. All right, Alex. Alex, are there any hobbies or activities that we share together? Chase asked this. I love Chase. He's one of my favorite people.
Both sitting and playing a video game
Yeah,
or
straight
watching
up.
YouTube separately in the same room.
It is so enjoyable to find a significant other that wants nothing to do with you and just wants to do their own thing.
Or just I play video games and you watch and passively watch as you're on the phone.
Oh my god, I love watching Alex play video games.
But other than that, every once in a while we watch a show, but we
Not
really
really.
don't even watch TV together that much, just because we're both at the point where we just, I don't know, we don't.
I don't watch
Last
TV.
time we watched a show together was, we just
The
watched
Boys.
WandaVision.
Yeah, we did watch WandaVision.
So,
No. I mean, we were doing really well working out together before quarantine.
till they closed the gym on us.
What's your favorite memory with me? This is a hard one because he has so many. He has so many favorite memories. He has to really think. You know what? We just have fun together every time we do something together.
I think I would honestly say, because the first thing that comes to mind is just the day that I almost broke up with you.
Yeah, true. That was such a fun time.
Well, yeah, it's not. Well, it didn't say fun. It said favorite.
Okay, that's true.
I had planned to move to Vermont, and we'd only been dating for a couple of months, and I didn't think anyone would want to be yeah, I'm gonna uproot my life and leave, and I didn't know if it was at that point to make that decision yet. But when I was I'm gonna move, and then you just were well, what about us? And then I was well, I thought we would break up, and you immediately fought for me, and that's when I realized it was more than just a thing, because nobody had ever done that.
That makes me. And it's kind of a really big commitment to be all right, we've only been dating 6 months, but do you want to move 7 hours away?
And then it ended up playing out that we didn't end up moving for almost a year after that anyway.
Yeah,
so.
but it worked.
Yeah.
And now we're getting married.
Yeah. Okay.
How do you feel about Twilight?
I hate that shit.
He hates Twilight.
I hate it.
Oh, did you build your own gaming PC?
I did. You could probably kind of see it actually if you move. Yeah, it's behind.
Alex spent a good year of our lives researching, doing the most you could possibly do, and then building it. And the day he built it was the scariest day of my life.
And the most rewarding experience that I've ever had. I've never made a big purchase and felt
Yeah, he put a lot of time into that.
So much time, so much research.
And it's the coolest thing.
And it's everything about it feels it's made me smarter, doing all that research. It makes me feel like I could do anything if I can do that.
The next question I want to try answering first, but what's your favorite game of all time? I'm gonna say Doom 2016.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna try again.
Oh.
It's not Doom 2016. I said that as a decoy. I said it as I know that you like that game, but I'm gonna say it's Does Magic the Gathering count?
Did it say video game? I think it said video game.
No, it just says what's your favorite game of all time.
Oh.
Your favorite game of all time is Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, if it were to be just a game of all games, it's Magic the Gathering.
For sure.
It's the greatest game ever made.
All right.
Oh. Okay.
This one you're not going to be able to answer, but I love Chris, and Chris is the one who asked it. But it's a book Rachel read you wish you would have read also.
Yeah, none.
Alex doesn't think of books as books anymore. He told me one day he thinks of books as rectangular objects that just live in our house. They're all the same.
I literally have to block them out.
He doesn't think of them as individual objects anymore. He like thinks of them as blocks that just fill space.
And they're just empty. If I were to open up any one of them, it would just be blank.
It's ridiculous. One day he turned around and looked at me. He was like, I don't even think of those things as objects anymore. They're literally just rectangles. Oh, question. How does it feel to win at life having such an amazing fiance?
It's pretty great.
Oh, sweet. Oh, sweet. So this one's funny because I know the answer. If he could fight one book to death, which one would it be?
You know the answer?
Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. You would go hands on Harry Potter. So when Alex and I first started dating, I was like, yeah, I hate Harry Potter too.
Yeah,
I mean, like, everyone's trying to impress
a little bit.
their significant
other.
other.
Like, he's totally
He's so stupid. I hate Harry Potter.
But I do think he's a stagnant, boring character, and it's the
I don't think he's stagnant, but I do think that
the trope of, like, the chosen one is just so boring.
The chosen one is definitely beaten over the head. That's the thing that I don't like. I mean, you're not reading Wheel of Time, obviously, even though I think that he would like it. That's the one part about it that I don't like. I hate the chosen one trope. It's stupid. It should die. Yeah. But Alex, listen, guys, he really hates Harry Potter.
Except for the Matrix. The Matrix is the best version.
Oh, yeah. I would die for Neo. I would die for
I
Keanu
love the
Reeves.
Matrix a lot.
All right. Who... Sorry, this one's really funny. My friend Jess over at Verity Books, whom I love. Just big shout out to Jess. Honestly, one of my favorite people. She kept me alive in February. Like, me and her have just been talking all of February. I love her. She asked a question that's really funny, and it's, who would win in a physical fist fight? Me or your Call of Duty boys? So let me even the playing field just a little bit. I have pocket sand. Joe, I wouldn't...
They would be offended if just you entertaining the thought that they would actually fight you.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, can any of them handle the emotional toll?
No, they wouldn't do it.
They couldn't. They wouldn't.
But obviously, you against 5 other guys.
I would never fight Andy.
That's the thing, is he is so sweet.
He's such a sweetie.
That he would never even...
I have his merch.
He would be the only one.
He can't fight me. I bought his merch.
He'd be the only one that wouldn't.
Yeah, I think
all
me and Joe are the same height.
I can't even imagine any of them. Like, I don't know. It would be, they'd have to have, like, gun to their head, I think.
Yeah, they wouldn't. I'm too sweet.
And even then, I don't think they would do it. Maybe JV. We'll throw JV at it.
JV. I'm coming for you, JV. And like I said, I have pocket sand. I don't think I could handle I think I would be too sad, like, looking at JV. Like, he's such a sweetie. He's so sweet.
They're all sweet.
They're such sweeties. They're really softies, and I love them. The last question is, what are my most annoying book-related habits? I buy too many books.
I think the thing that annoys me the most is just when you, like, leave a book on the couch.
You guys have no idea.
Also because you'll get, like, so, like, freaked out if I, like, touch them the wrong way, but you're gonna leave it on the couch where the cats could, like, knock it over and mess them up. It's like, but you'll do, like, your Switch is literally on the couch right now.
Yeah, because I'm gonna play it next. I leave books everywhere. Yeah. We have 4 arms of chairs.
And just that, like, she's got a desk that she cleans, and then, like, within, like, an hour, somehow it looks like it exploded.
That's not book related. That's journal related. Yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's end the video.
Yeah, sign off.
Thank you so much, guys, for clicking on this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for getting me to 1K. I love you so much. It's incomprehensible. Alex is I'm so glad he's in this video, because he is the reason that I even started a Booktube channel. He's the reason I've continued doing a Booktube channel. Even though, like, he sets everything up for me, he's also just a motivator. He's like, you gotta film, Rachel. You're lazy right now, but you gotta film still. So thank you guys so much. It really means a lot to me. Everyone, also go follow me on Twitter. I'm hilarious on Twitter.
Yeah, and if you've made it this far in the video and you're not subscribed, do it.
What are you doing?
Why would you watch this? And
in the wise words of Andy, like, hit that subscribe button. Like, just hit it. All right, anyway. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I love you so much. Subscribe. Everything is good. Everything is wonderful. I'm so sorry. This was very chaotic, and I got a little bit drunk. I'm very drunk. Goodbye.
Bye.